Thank you for joining us for another Caldwell conversation. I get to be here today with Zack and Rachel Hall and get to learn a little bit about their family's unique experience at Caldwell. Rachel, why don't you start by just sharing a little bit about your family's background?
Thanks, April. We were classical homeschoolers for 9 years, and when our children got to be 7th grade, 5th grade, 3rd grade, we realized that we really wanted more for them than we were able to provide in a homeschool setting. And we started exploring our options, and God really led us to Caldwell.
How do you think Caldwell rose to the top, or what do you think it was that helped you to choose the school?
Well, I think the ultimate guide and that sent us here was God, and He led us here. We were entertained the idea about 18 months ago that we needed more to provide. Rachel's doing an incredible job educating our children, but we felt like they needed more opportunities than what we could provide for them, and decided that we definitely wanted to stay on the classical Christian education. That is was one of our criteria, and then when we visited the first time was an incredible experience that we just knew this was the right place. Met with teachers, and I think you were there too, and parents that have had kids here, that have kids here, and their enthusiasm for their education and this Christian-centered education, and that was such an impressive thing that we felt so much comfort in knowing that our kids would be in this environment. Hope that we would be in this environment at that time.
Right. That's great. Okay, that is a perfect segue to talk about, families looking to come to Caldwell, transitioning from other environments. Some of them homeschooling and kind of imagining what's it like to jump into a school like Caldwell. Can you shed some light on some challenges that maybe you experienced that kind of other families could learn from?
Yeah, I felt a little nervous last summer getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting uniforms and school supplies ready, but just being kind of bracing ourselves for the huge change in our schedule. We were used to a little more, laid back, wake time, big breakfast, and getting started in school.
Yeah.
But with Caldwell, we had to be out of the house by 7:15 in the morning, and battle the drop-off line and the construction on Horseman Creek.
Yes.
All of that was, a learning experience for me. And at the beginning, it felt like a train that was, clicking down the tracks, and our family was trying to figure out how to get on, how to get on that train and cruise.
Yeah.
And it took us a little while, but I think we got there.
It's really helpful. Thank you. How do you think Caldwell has impacted your kids this year?
I think their confidence level is probably the most that's been impacted.
Good or bad?
Oh, in a good way.
Okay.
In a good way. I think they have a place where, they feel safe and they can shine. And it's just been such a good fit for them. Such a good fit.
Good. I'm so glad. Now, Zack, you had a unique opportunity this morning. You were here serving, and I really appreciate you for you giving your time in this way. Our seniors do a 15 to 20 page thesis. They've gotten the skills along the way. There's seeds, as we were talking before, seeds are planted early in the grammar school and then later on in dialectic school, leading them to this place, even if a student starts in rhetoric school, leading them to this place where they have researched, they have sort of become a master of the subject that they're talking about, and then they present for 15 minutes, this oral defense of their argument, followed by 15 minutes of questions from a panel of judges, of which you were a part. What would you say about that experience this morning?
Well, it was an incredible experience, and it gave me hope and joy, and filled me up to know that our children are part of that. We talked about the getting on the train, and this is the final stop on the train, and they, the confidence that they had.
Yes.
You know, we talk about our kids' confidence, the confidence that they had to stand up there and defend their this thesis in front of 5 or 6 judges and family and friends, and it was a very incredible experience, and they were so knowledgeable about all this, and it definitely gave me hope, and looking forward to our children one day being in that position, and the pride that those parents had for those students, I'm sure was incredible.
Yeah, thank you for doing that this morning. And yes, it's a great skill, and it all kind of comes together after this classical education, this process, and it's really special to see. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for joining me to do this today. I really appreciate your time and just your thoughts that you shared with families. And your family is such a gift to Caldwell, so I'm so grateful that we have the opportunity to partner with you. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about Caldwell, I'd love for you to come by for a visit. You can email or call and set up a time for a campus visit, a campus tour, and I'd love to meet you and introduce you to what we offer here at Caldwell.